Namaskaram, everyone. Thank you for joining us virtually for Maya's Dance Arangetram today. We're really excited that you're part of this experience with us through the online mediums. We are at the KC Art Center here where Maya will be taking her Arangetram and taking her first steps in her solo dance journey. So why don't I take you inside and you can join us. Here you can see the wonderful floral arrangements that have been arranged by Prapti Events, and we'll take you into the venue and you can have a little bit of a snippet of some of the poses and dance photos of Maya as well. So you see a lot of the results of Maya's hard work and practice, but actually when it comes to an Arangetram, there's a lot of other work logistically that goes into that. One of them being the photo shoot and the brochure, which is really with a lot of hard work being put together by the Kalpavriksha team. And yeah, I mean, it's looking beautiful. There are beautiful poses and photos of Maya explaining the different pieces that we'll be seeing today. And there is actually an online version of this brochure in the description below, so you can access it as well through the online medium. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are moments away from beginning the show. We're really happy that you're joining us online. In fact, Maya will be thrilled if you can share any comments or words of encouragement in the comments within the online stream itself. I'll be your MC for the evening, and I'll see you on stage.
I didn't.
Namaskaram to one and all, and welcome to this evening's Arangetram performance by Maya. We will commence the program in 5 minutes. Meanwhile, please be seated and turn off your mobile phones or keep them on silent mode. Please also take note, the photography and videography is not permitted. Please refrain from eating or drinking inside the theatre, and we request that all of you stay masked during the entire performance. We will begin with a musical invocation.
Shri Saraswati Namostute Shri Saraswati Namostute Varade Shri Saraswati Namostute Paradevate Shri Gauri Padi Guru Guha Vinode Vidhiyuvade Shri Saraswati
Namaskaram. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Shruti and I will be your MC for this evening. It is my pleasure, on behalf of Mr. Madhu Senthil and Mrs. Harini, Srimati Meera Balasubramanian, and Kalpavriksha Fine Arts, to welcome you to the Arangetram performance of Maya Senthil. A very warm welcome to our chief guest for this evening, Mr. Arvind Kumarasamy, and our guest of honor, Dr. Roshni Pillai. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation and gracing this occasion. The theme of today's performance is Yatra. Yatra means journey. A journey that this aspiring student, young and growing dancer, has embarked on, ably guided by her guru and the Almighty. This is how Maya describes her yatra. A journey that began not very long ago, but took me long enough to take the first step. A journey that brought me to my first solo recital on a grand stage, in the esteemed presence of learned gurus, senior artists, and an encouraging audience. A journey that I have commenced with sincerity and dedication, knowing well that it is a long and endless journey filled with learning, practicing, performing, and continuously improving. A journey that I have been enjoying immensely. A journey that I want to be a part of. A journey that makes me a better person, and one that I embark on with the blessings of the Almighty and my Guru. A journey for which I seek all your good wishes and prayers. Today's yatra is a beginning of a journey that I can't wait to explore. Maya will now commence the program with an Allaripu. Allaripu means the blossoming of a flower. Allar meaning flower, and Ipu meaning lowering or bringing down. It is an invocatory piece by which the dancer offers her respect to the Almighty and to you, the audience. Allaripu is the first item in a Bharatanatyam margam. Today's Allaripu is a Kalakshetra piece that suggests the blossoming of both the dance and the dancer in the presence of you, the audience. Set to Kanda Triputa Talam and choreographed by Sri P.T. Narendran, Maya presents to you this beautiful Allaripu. This Allaripu will be followed by a shlokam that seeks the blessings of Lord Padmanabha. Allaripu.
शयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिहृद्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं सर्वलोकैकनाथं
We now move on to the Shabdham. The Shabdham in a Bharatanatyam repertoire is where words or sahityam is introduced for the first time. The dancer performs abhinaya or expressions interspersed with simple korves of nritta or footwork. In this Ganesha Shabdham, Maya invokes Lord Ganesha as the remover of obstacles, the son of Shiva and Parvati, the elephant-headed god who indulges in delicacies and is the younger brother of Lord Muruga. She surrenders and worships him as an ardent devotee. Presenting the Shabdham in Ragamalika set to Mr. Chapu, music composed by Guru Dhananjayan and choreographed by Srimati Meera Balasubramanian.
ततया तैततता धनकुतुम तकतदिंगिणतुम तां 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 तरिकिटतक धीं 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 तरिकिटतक तुम 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 तरिकिटतक नम 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 तरिकिटतक तद्धितुम नम तगदितुम धनकुतक तदिंगिणतुम ततया तैततता श्री गणेश नमोस्तुते सकलागमान कलाधर श्री गणेश नमोस्तुते सकलागमान कलाधर श्रीशसेव्य शशाङ्क
With that, we move on to the main piece of this Arangetram, the Varnam. The Varnam is the most enthralling and challenging item in a Bharatanatyam margam. It provides vibrance and richness and is a test to the dancer's stamina to showcase her skills through various footwork, rhythm, facial expressions which come together to portray the bhava, raga and tala. Today's Varnam is a Kalakshetra masterpiece in Kamas Ragam set to Adi Talam. Music composed by Srimati Lalita and dance choreography by Sri P.T. Narendran. Velane Kanbom Varir, come one and all. Let us all go and seek the blessings of the six-faced Lord Shanmukha. He who is the husband of Devayani and Valli, the destroyer of demon Surapadma, and the one who resides in 6 abodes. The victorious one who explains the meaning of the Pranava mantra to Lord Shiva himself. Don't you all want to hear the numerous stories of his courage, valor, cleverness, and most of all, his compassion to his devotees? Velane Kanbom Varir, Velviri Madare Mananda. Ladies and gentlemen, the Varnam.
வேலனை காண்போம் வாரி. வேலனை காண்போம் வாரி. வேல்விழி மாதரை வாழ்ந்த வேலனை காண்போம் வாரி.
தளம் குதக்கத்தி குதக்கத்ததிங் இனதோட த ரி த க ஜம் த ரி கி ட த க த த ஜம் த த நம் த த ரும் த த தி த க த ரி த க ஜம் த ரி கி ட த க த த ஜம் த த நம் த த ரும் த த தி த த ரி த க ஜம் த ரி கி ட த க த த ஜம் த த நம் த த ரும் த த தி த க த ரி த க ஜம் த ரி கி ட த க த த ஜம் த த நம் த த ரும் த த தி த த ரி த க ஜம் த ரி கி ட த க த க ஜம் ஜம் த க த க நம் நம் த க த த ரும் ரும் த க த க தி த க த ரி கி ட த க த த ரி த க ஜம் த ரி கி ட த க த க ஜம் ஜம் த க த க நம் நம் த க த க ரும் ரும் த க த க தி த க த ரி கி ட த க த த ரி த க ஜம் த ரி கி ட த க த க த ரி த க ஜம் த ரி கி ட த க த த ரி த க த க த ரி த க த ந த ரி த க ஜ jam, je kuta jam, ta jam jam, ta ta dina tom taka dit ta kuta jam, je kuta jam, ta jam jam, ta ta dina tom ta dit ta kuta jam, je kuta jam, ta jam jam, ta ta dina tom.
கையிலை நாதனின் செல்வ மகனை காண
தஹத தொம் தா தொம் தா தக்க ஜம் கிடதக ஜம் ஜம் தக்க கீனாம் தஹத தொம் தா தொம் தா தக்க ஜம் கிடதக ஜம் ஜம் தக்கீனாம் தஹத ஹத்த ஹத்த கிட்ட தக்க தக்க ஜம் கிடதக ஜம் கிடதக ததின் கின தொம் தா கிடதக ததின் கின தொம் தே கிடதக ததின் கின தொம்
கையிலை காதலில் செல்வமகனை காண கண்கள் கோடி போதுமோ கையிலை காதலில் செல்வமகனை காண கண்கள் கோடி போதுமோ வேதனை கொண்டு படுசூரனை வென்று தேவசேனாபதி ஆகிய வேதனை கொண்டு படுசூரனை வென்று தேவசேனாபதி ஆகிய வேதனை கொண்டு படுசூரனை வென்று தேவசேனாபதி ஆகிய வேதனை கொண்டு கணபதி இறைவனை வலமாக வந்து கனிதனை அடைய முனி தந்த கனிக்கென கணபதி இறைவனை வலமாக வந்து கனிதனை அடைய கனிக்கென வயதனில் உலகினை வலம் வந்து தனக்கில்லை என முகன் வெகுந்தேகிய அந்த முனி தந்த கனிக்கென கணபதி காவடி கொண்டாடும் அவரை காண என் மனம் நாடுதே மாலை தேடி உனத்தில் வேடனாய் வேங்கையாய் வேதனாய் வள்ளி தனை மணந்த நாடி உனத உளை தேடி காவடி கொண்டாடும் அவரை காண என் மனம் நாடுதே மாலை தேடி உனத்தில் வேடனாய் வேங்கையாய் வேதனாய் வள்ளி தனை மணந்த கந்தனை காண கண் தேடுதே நாடி உனத உளை தேடி காவடி கொண்டாடும் அவரை காண என் மனம் நாடுதே மாலை தேடி உனத்தில் வேடனாய் வேங்கையாய் வேதனாய் வள்ளி தனை மணந்த கந்தனை காண கண் தேடுதே என் மனம் நிலை கொள்ளாதே கந்தனை காண கண் தேடுதே கா நிதனி பனித பசனித பத கம பத நித மகரி சனித பதரி சனித கம பத நித சனித பனித நித பத நிகந்தனை காண கண் தேடுதே என் மனம் நிலை கொள்ளாதே கந்தனை காண கண் தேடுதே தனி பசனித பத கம பத நித மகரி சனித நிதனி பனித பசனித பத கம பத நித மகரி சனித பதரி சனித கம பத நித சனித பனித நித பத நிகந்தனை காண கண் தேடுதே என் மனம் நிலை கொள்ளாதே கந்தனை காண கண் தேடுதே தா நினத உழைத்தா கருணை கந்த அறுபடை வீடா வெற்றி வேலாயுதா குண்டில் வாழும் கந்தா அறுமுகநாதா பிரணவவதனா அழகு விகதா நினத உழைத்தா கருணை கந்த அறுபடை வீடா வெற்றி வேலாயுதா குண்டில் வாழும் கந்தா
Before we move on to the next piece, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce you to the wonderful musicians we have for tonight's performance. Our vocalist is Miss Aditi Gopinathan. Aditi Gopinathan graduated from the Kalakshetra Foundation, Chennai in 2008 as Best Outgoing Student of her year. Her initial training was under her mother, Srimati Varija Menon, also a graduate of Kalakshetra. At Kalakshetra, she had the opportunity to study under gurus such as Sri Sai Shankar and Sri Hari Prasad. She has sung for various dance performances in India as well as in Singapore. On the Natvangam, we have Srimati Meera Balasubramanian. Meera is a performing artist and trainer based in Singapore. A very passionate dancer, Meera is the founder and artistic director of Kalparviksha Fine Arts, a non-profit performing arts company in Singapore. On the Mridangam, we have Sri Sai Akhileshwar. A fine and versatile performer, Akhilesh is a very sought-after percussionist across the Indian classical paradigm. His approach to performance highlights the tonal nuances of the Mridangam, being rooted in the polyrhythmic traditions of Indian percussion. After graduating in 2002 with the Temple of Fine Arts, Akhilesh then completed the diploma in Mridangam under CFAS and won the Best Student Award in 2010. He was awarded the National Arts Council's postgraduate scholarship for the year 2012 and completed his master's in Indian rhythms in the year 2014. Akhilesh has gone on to accompany many artists like Sudha Raghunathan, Pandit Rakesh Chaurasya, Mandolin U. Rajesh, and Sikul Gurucharan. He is a B-high graded artist at the All India Radio. Playing the flute, we have Sri Raghavendra Rajashekharan. Born and raised in Singapore, Raghavendra Rajashekharan, fondly called Raga, is a composer, improviser, and performer. He plays the Indian classical flute in both the North and South Indian classical styles. His musical works are thought to be unique, culturally diverse, and adaptable to many forms of art. Raga pursued his musical dream at LaSalle College of the Arts, Singapore, and graduated with a bachelor's degree with honors in music in 2015. Currently, Raga is an Indian classical flute teacher at the Temple of Fine Arts, Singapore, a creative collaborator, composer for music, dance, and theatrical drama for art institutes and companies in Singapore and the global sphere. On the veena, we have Sri Ramkumar Vasudevan. A founding member of Syama, he commenced veena training at the age of 17 under the tutelage of Srimati Kamala Vishwanathan. He later learnt from Srimati Jayalakshmi Subramanian and is currently learning from Vidwan R. Parthasarathy. He holds an 8-year diploma in music from CFAS and has performed at various venues in Singapore and in India, such as the Esplanade Theatres on the Bay, Singapore Arts Museum, Esplanade's Kala Utsavam, and the Chennai Music Festival. He is the winner of the National Indian Musical Competition organized by the NAC Singapore in 2000 and 2002, both for solo and ensemble categories. Ramkumar has conceptualized and presented various shows such as the Carnatic musical Sant Mela, Devadasi and the Saint, Raj Mahal, Bhakti Utsav of Sangeet, Dwani Music Festival, Tirumare Kandichoram, Bommalatam, and many more. Sri Ramkumar is also a veena tutor. His students have won the first and second prizes of the National Indian Music Competition conducted by NAC in 2020 in the junior veena category. A round of applause once again for our musicians this evening. We will now have a short musical interlude by the artists in Ragam Saveri. We now move on to the Krishnarpanam. The Krishnarpanam is a humble offering by Maya to the Almighty. This presentation has been envisioned on special request from Maya's parents. A couple of Pasharams from Anda's Tirupavai have been selected and musically composed by Vidushi Sudha Raghuraman, specially for this evening. It is a Ragamalika uniquely composed in Ragams Malaya Marutam and Bhim Plus, set in Talamalika. Andal envisions the Lord's company in her dreams, so much so they become her reality. She continues to sing the praise of the Lord joyously and spreads to the cheer with her dear friends too. O Lord, you are the one who measures this entire universe with your 3 steps, the one who killed Ravana in Lanka and kicked the wheel with his feet to kill Shakatasura. You lifted the Govardhana mountain with your little finger to protect your people. We bow to you. O Gopala, we are here not just to seek your grace and blessings, but also to seek the eternal boon of devotion to you. In the next 7 births that we may take, we should offer worship only to you. The Krishnarpanam. Before we move on to the next piece, I'd like to further introduce Maya's teacher, KFA, and a little about Maya herself. Acharya Srimati Meera Balasubramanian is a graded artist in Doordarshan Kendra and a regular performer both in Singapore and India. The recipient of numerous awards, including the Best Performer for her performance in the Bharatanatyam Utsav Dance Festival by Sri Parthasarathi Swami Sabha in the year 2015 and 2017, and the International Natya Sarvabhauma Award by Natya Ranjani, Singapore. Recently, she was presented the Neela Satyalingam Endowment Award by Apsara's Arts for her contributions and achievements in the Indian arts in Singapore. Known for her novel ideas, yet maintaining the traditionality in her presentations, Meera has choreographed and presented a variety of shows and productions. She recently conceptualized and choreographed Kashi, Dance of Infinity, presented by Esplanade Theatres. She aspires to grow as a versatile artist, focusing on performing, creating, and choreographing innovative concepts. Her unique and dedicated teaching method has inspired many young students to pursue Bharatanatyam. Moving on to a little bit about Kalpavriksha Fine Arts itself. Kalpavriksha Fine Arts is a non-profit arts organization incorporated in 2016 by three of us, Meera Balasubramanian, myself, and Shruti Ramesh. We've undergone our Bharatanatyam training in India and Singapore and started this initiative with the aspiration of bringing the youth's perspective to the Indian dance scene in Singapore. Kalpavriksha is a term derived by Hindu mythology, which means the tree of fulfillment, the tree that grants all boons and instills happiness to all. KFA as an institution follows this ethos, with its engagement steeped in the spirit of joy and humility that is innately imbibed in the arts. Rooted by the traditions of Bharatanatyam and an ardent follower of the Kalakshetra style, KFA branches out through performances, productions, teaching, dialogue, and social engagement, expressing the positive aesthetics of the art form to the community at large. The KFA vision is to bring a collaborative community of openness and positivity that connects with the aesthetics of the traditional arts. In the last 4 years, since its inception, Kalpavriksha Fine Arts has grown significantly in the area of the performing arts. It has successfully presented notable dance productions which have been very well received by the community. Some of these include Mudivillur Arambam, Yagnaseni, The Internal Fire, Kasi, Dance of Infinity, and many more. Kalpavriksha students have also been regularly performing in various events and festivals in Singapore, continuing to grow and reach new heights. And now a few words about Maya, our dancers for this evening. Maya took her baby steps in Bharatanatyam when she was 5 years old, when she enrolled in the dance class of her guru, Suhasini Thomas, former faculty and alumni of the Kalakshetra Foundation. She's been learning Bharatanatyam at Kalpavriksha Fine Arts Singapore from Miss Akshaya and Srimati Meera since 2015. During her early learning years, Maya focused on the group format in class, as well as in performances. She has performed at temple festivals, community cultural centers, inter-school dance competitions, and in KFA group productions. During this time, Maya has now explored solo formats, participating in online events, solo dance competitions, both at school and various community events. she has been training under Srimati Meera Balasubramanian to focus and hone her skills as a solo dancer. Maya was awarded the Best Student Award 2019 during Margam, an annual event conducted by the Kalpariksha Fine Arts. She won the 4th place in the national level Bharatanatyam 2019 dance competition and in the International Dance Competition 2020 conducted by Dance Planet Singapore. Maya won 2nd place. She participated in Natya Sangamam 2020 conducted by the Bharat Cultural Association in Chennai, won the 3rd place, and recently held Kavviyum Natyamam 2022 dance competition under the auspices of Tamil Language Festival. Maya won 1st place. She's 13 years old and is studying in grade 9 at the Global Indian International School in Singapore. She is an all-rounder in school, winning rich accolades across academics, sports, and dance. Maya is an academic topper, bagged the 1st place for subject proficiency, Head Girl 2021 and 2022. She continues to shine in extracurriculars and leadership opportunities. These are just naming some of her accolades. And with the blessings of the Almighty and her Guru, Maya aspires to continue learning the art form of Bharatanatyam, improving her skills as she traverses through this eternal journey. With that, we now move on to the next item, the Shivashtakam. With every step that Maya takes in her yatra, she seeks the blessings of the cosmic dancer, Lord Nataraja. O Shankara, O Shambhu, I shall sincerely meditate upon you, the Lord of the universe, the Lord of the Bhutaganas. O Shankara, O Shambhu, I shall sincerely meditate upon you, the one with supreme brilliance, smeared with sacred ashes. O Shankara, O Shambhu, I shall sincerely meditate upon you, the one who devoted half his body to the goddess Parvati, who dwells in the mountain peaks, who is omnipresent, who is worshipped by Lord Brahma and is himself the Parabrahma. Presenting to you Adi Shankaracharya's Shivashtakam in Ragam Bhattiyar, set to Kandachaputalam, music composition by Sri Kuldeep Pai and choreography by Srimati Meera Balasubramanian.
Dit, tum, nam, da, dit, tum, nam, da, dit, tum, nam, da, dit, tum, nam, da, dit, tum, da, kita, tum, da, kita, tum, da, dit, tum, nam, 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 da, kita, tum, da, kita, tum, tari, dana, jonu, timi, da, kita, tum, da, kita, tum, tari, dana, jonu, timi, tari, dana, jonu, timi, da, kita, tum, da, kita, tum, da, kita, tum, da, kita, tum, tari, dana, jonu, timi, tari, dana, jonu, timi, tari, dana, jonu, timi, da, kita, tum, 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 da. शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे वटादो निवासं महाटाटहासं महापापनाशं सदा सुप्रकाशम् गिरीशं गणेशं सुरेशं महेशं शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे गिरीन्द्राट सङ्गृहीतार्थदेहं गिरौ संस्थितं सर्वदा सन्निगेहम् परब्रह्म ब्रह्मादिभिर्वन्द्यमानं शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे कपालं त्रिशूलं कराभ्यां ददानं पदाम्बोजनं प्रायकामं ददानं बले वर्धयानं सुराणां प्रदानं शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे शरच्चन्द्रगात्रं गणानन्दपात्रं त्रिनेत्रं पवित्रं गणेशस्य मित्रम् अपर्णाकळत्रं सदा सच्चरित्रं शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे हरं सर्पहारं चिताभूविहारं भवं वेदसारं सदा निर्विकारम् श्मशाने वसन्तं मनोजं धनन्तं शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे 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 स्वयं यः प्रभाते नरशूलपाणे पठेत् स्तोत्ररत्नं त्विह प्राप्य रत्नम् सुपुत्रं सुधान्यं सुमित्रं कडत्रं विचित्रे समाराध्य मोक्षं प्रयाति मोक्षं प्रयाति शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे
Before we move on to the final piece for today, we would like to felicitate the chief guest, the guest of honor, and the artists. We would like to invite the chief guest, the guest of honor, Maya's parents, and Srimati Meera on stage. A few words about our chief guest, Mr. Aravind Kumarasamy. Mr. Aravind Kumarasamy is the artistic director of Apsara Arts Dance Company in Singapore. A multi-talented artist, Mr. Aravind is involved in Indian dance, music, theatre, and other related fields, and is a prominent figure in the international Indian arts community. Mr. Aravind's creations of Apsara's arts have been acclaimed as the world-class, seamlessly blending innovative choreography based on the traditional dance vocabulary, thereby progressively defining the boundaries of Bharatanatyam's ensemble work. His collaborations with Cambodian, Javanese, and Balinese dance forms have been well acclaimed. He's a proud recipient of several awards, including the Singapore Young Artist Award by the NAC Singapore, and is a recipient of the Aryabhatta Award and the prestigious Kalaratna Award of the Singapore Indian Fine Arts Society. Aravind directs and produces festivals and also sits on the advisory board of the NAC and the PA in Singapore. We'd like to call upon Maya's father, Mr. Madhu, to felicitate the chief guest. And if we could have Mr. Aravind to say a few words.
Vanakkam and namaskaram to everybody. This is a groundbreaking day for Meera and Kalpavriksha to present the first student. I think takes a lot of courage, determination, and loads of hard work, both by the Guru and the Shishya, to come on stage and present so beautifully this Margam that we saw. I must congratulate Meera for taking this first step and wish you many, 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 many more success. And my wish is Kalpavriksha should grow as a banyan tree, as a Vatavriksha, and have more and more such beautiful students coming out of it. I also would like to congratulate Meera for presenting this Arangetram in a very beautiful manner, appropriate for the student, appropriate for the stage, and also having innovation as it goes along. So I think a lot of thought has gone in preparing for this, and again, congratulations for that. I think all of us in Singapore know Meera as a dancer, as a choreographer, as an ensemble dancer, as a Chinnathirai actress. But today we are seeing her in another dimension, another parimanam, somebody who's passing on to the next generation. Not many artists do that. Either they don't have the time or they don't take the trouble of hard work, because passing on to the next generation is a lot of dedication and commitment. So I must congratulate Meera for doing that, because that's what we all need for the art to continue, the art to flourish, and many more Mayas to be born as beautiful dancers. So thank you for doing that, and wish you many, many more success in passing on your tradition. Our Bharatanatyam is like a river. It's a parampara. So Meera has learned from her guru, and now she's passing on, and tomorrow you will see Maya grow up as a beautiful dancer and then take it forward as well. So it's a continuous wave. Nobody is constant there, and nobody is permanent there. Art is permanent. Art is what grows, and art touches the heart of the audience. So I think it's very important to actually pass it on, and this is a very, as I said, a very momentous occasion. I must congratulate Maya, because I think her repertoire, as I said, was appropriate for her, but it's also challenging. And I think she took up the challenge, and we saw the beautiful pasurams, the two pasurams. They are very difficult to emote and to perform. For those of you know, Andal Pasurams are philosophy. It's the entire 4 Vedas which are in those 30 Pasurams. And each of the Pasuram unpack the Vedas. And of course, I don't want to give you a discourse on that. You can all go and read up. So it's very, very hard to actually put it on dance. And I must congratulate both for Meera for choreographing and Maya for being the little Andal that we saw. I think Andal was 13 years and we see here Maya in 13 years. So I think it's a good selection, very age appropriate, and I must congratulate Maya for taking up the challenge and delivering this. We almost saw little Andal on stage. So I think the rest of the, and I must also congratulate on the Varnam. It's a very tough Varnam with a lot of complicated jatis, and I think Maya did justice to your choreography and delivered on stage. Finally, I would like to congratulate our beautiful musicians here. This is the next gen Singaporeans. Yeah. And it's lovely to see you all perform, and thank you for supporting Meera and Maya, because without the musicians, Bharatanatyam performance doesn't go anywhere. I'm sure that you all have practiced very hard, but more important, you are supporting this young girl who's performing on stage. And that's a great seva that you are doing with your art. And thank you so much for it. And I must congratulate Ram Kumar. Nice to see Veena on stage after a long time. Being a Vainika, I've been missing this, so thank you. Please play more and more, please play. We need to hear the Vainika coming on stage. So once again, thank you for inviting me. And finally, very important, I must congratulate the parents, because choosing your student, choosing your child to go for the art, I think it's a huge step. We are all challenged with academics, we are all challenged with so many things, and taking to dance class is no joke. It's not saying, I have signed up my daughter for dance class. Taking her to dance class and bringing her on this yatra and bringing her on this journey, and I think takes a lot of effort. And it's no coincidence at all that when we just heard the biodata read by of Maya, that she's a topper in academics. Every student who learns dance is a topper in academics. That's what I know and I have seen. So for those of you who have not put your children, go and put them, they will be topper in academic. Because dance helps you to be disciplined, teaches you commitment, teaches you teamwork, but very important, it teaches you self-confidence. And that's what you saw here today, Maya. She ruled the stage. It was not an Arangetram. She ruled the stage, and that's what dance gives any student. And later in life, you will see Maya becoming an important leader in her own right. And that dance is what that gives you. So thank you again for your congratulations to the parents. Please support your girl, because she has taken the first step, and we would love to see her shine as a wonderful dancer and bring Singapore proud. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Arvind. And now a little bit about our guest of honor. Bharata Kalaimani, Dr. Roshni Pillai Keshavan, began her Bharatanatyam training with Srimati Madhavi Muthu at CFAS. Under her guidance, she performed her Arangetram at age 13. She subsequently became one of the first students of Cultural Medallion awardee Srimati Neela Sathilingam in Singapore. Dr. Roshni has performed with the Apsara's Arts Company and the Singapore Indian Fine Arts Society in productions here and abroad. She has also choreographed and presented numerous solo productions. An ardent devotee of Satya Sai Baba, Roshni is a visiting dance teacher and choreographer for the Loka Seva Trust schools in Karnataka, India. A medical doctor by profession, Dr. Roshni believes in lifelong learning and recently completed her master's in Bharatanatyam. As a person who has successfully managed career, family, dance, and community service, Dr. Roshni is an inspiration to all of us dancers. I'd like to invite Maya's mother, Harini, to felicitate our guest of honor. And if Dr. Roshni could say a few words.
Aravind has already said, expressed my sentiments entirely, but I would like to really congratulate Meera. I've known Meera now for over a decade and watched her as she's grown in Singapore. And being a third generation Singaporean, it also gives me a lot of pleasure to see how a small little tiny dot of an island, which was almost thought to be a cultural desert in the 60s or 50s, has been able to nurture artists who've now come to India. It's almost like, we had Indian artists coming, different generations to Singapore. And now in Singapore, we can help artists like this grow. And I think that's quite amazing, even for a child like Maya, to be able to develop her own culture in this country where the Indian population is actually very small, very, very small. And that too, South Indian population. So it's really beautiful to see that. And Meera, you did just beautifully with the Natvangam, such a difficult Kamas Varnam as well, excellent. And Dalaripu also to begin with. And I love the way you selected the items for little Meera, absolutely appropriate, beautifully done. And you're a lovely dancer, and I think a long time back, I remember my own Veena teacher telling me it is very difficult to be a performer and a teacher. You have to choose one or the other. But you have proven her wrong. You can be both. It's wonderful. Of course, the musicians are just outstanding. I've heard you all before, and you're just outstanding. And it's also wonderful that, you're all, mostly from here. And again, as a Singaporean, I feel so proud that the country is able to nurture all this here. And coming to Maya, I'm most impressed by how Maya performed today. She's only 13, but on and off, I forgot that she was such a small little girl. She's gorgeous. And, when I saw her as Andal, that innocence, that purity of that love, that specialness between, the childish love of Andal for Krishna, and suddenly she transformed into that powerful Shiva. Beautiful. I could see some touches of Meera in that dance as well. It's lovely. And, she danced, she's such a young girl with so much of precision, so much of controlled, perfect rhythm, and perfect poise in those poses. She held them so beautifully. Those who dance will know how difficult it is to hold a pose. It looks effortless from the audience point of view, but she held it so precisely well. Maya's very, very blessed. I think girls nowadays must reflect on what happens elsewhere on the planet. Look at children in Afghanistan, girls can't get any education. And here Maya in this country, and I think all children, whether you're dancers or not, must realize that you get such wonderful education. And I think Maya has an extra special blessing because she has two parallel streams of education here, right? Wonderful education in school and a marvelous education through her teacher and guru in dance, which is again another whole different world. And Maya is also very, very, very blessed to have parents like Harini and Madhu who have nurtured her. And just a little bit of advice to Maya, because this is just the beginning of the yatra, and I think the term yatra is very well chosen. But for a lot of children, the yatra seems to end at the Arangetram, very sadly. That's because life is challenging. So many things happen after age 13. Studies, so many sort of people telling you what you should do, university. But I hope Maya persists in this art. I wish her God's blessings always. And just to remember, look after your body, Maya, and tell yourself that everything doesn't have to go at the pace that you want it. You can always come back to things. It's always there for you. Once you've learnt it, it'll never be lost. Bless you always. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Roshni. Today's Arangetram, as we all know, would not have been possible without the dedicatory, preparatory effort and training of Srimati Meera Balasubramanian. I'd like to invite Mr. Aravind to felicitate Srimati Meera. Thank you. And we'd now like to felicitate the supporting artists, the beautiful musicians that we had for today's performance. On vocals, Miss Aditi Gopinathan. If we could ask Dr. Roshni to felicitate. On the Mridangam, we have Sri Sai Akhileshwar. If we could ask Mr. Arvind to felicitate Akhilesh. On the flute, Sri Raghavendran Rajashekharan. We could ask Dr. Roshni to felicitate Raga. And on the veena, Sri Ramkumar Vasudevan. We could ask Mr. Aravind to facilitate. And now, Meera would like to say a few words.
Thank you so much. I'm so sorry I didn't prepare a speech. I chose Dalamku over speech. I was quite nervous about all my Dalamkus. First and foremost, thank you so much Arvindana and Roshni Akka for being part of this special day, both in my life and Maya's life. And Arvindana, you've seen me grow in Singapore. He's very instrumental in helping me grow as an artist. And you know, for whatever I am here today, he plays a very, very major role in my life. Thank you so much, Anna, for being here. I can't be more than happy. Like, you're the apt person. I wanted you today here. And thank you so much. And Roshni Akka, you know, you, like Shruti said, you're an inspiration to all of us. I don't know if I can say this. She's a grandmother. Can you believe it? I wish I can have the same, I can carry on with this energy and zest and enthusiasm when I become a grandmother. Thank you so much, Akka, for being this inspiration, not only to me, for so many of us. Whenever we complain about, oh, there is no time to dance, no time to practice, there is a doctor, a demanding profession, family, she's a grandmother now, and she learns. Forget about performing. She continues to learn. She just did masters in Bharatanatyam. I think Maya is blessed to have such iconic people of Singapore to preside over her Arangetram. Thank you so much again. And thank you so much to my wonderful colleagues today for supporting me. We are not this calm and composed and all. Rehearsals are a riot, and it was super fun. Thank you for easing the pressure of my shoulder and Maya's. And what do I say about today? Like, I think enough is being spoken about what is art and how do we approach. To me personally, Maya came to me as a very small little girl. Somebody, day one, I could see a spark in this child. She was hungry. That's something that's very rare, especially in dance. Because, we joke around saying, tattadavu okay, nattadavu okay, and the paravaladavu first varumbodhu it will come. We'll get a call. The teacher, avalukku kaal valikardu solra, bore adikardu solra. So it's a very tough thing to cross that stage. And that happens that bout of, no, I don't want to go happens. This I've seen with most of the students. But there is this girl, she will not allow me to rest. These 2 years, do you think she worked hard? She made me work really hard. I choreograph something and then this one will come, she'll just do it like this. And then I'm like, oh, romba easy-a kuduthutoma, romba sadhanama irukko, seri edavadhu innum jaasti kudukalama. So it was like a, win-win thing for me. And I thoroughly enjoyed. Yes, Akka, you're right. Being a performer and teacher takes a lot. It takes a huge toll and it drains you off. You go through a lot of, mood swings and so many challenges with time. my time, her time, then find a proper time where we can do all this. And we had a huge, huge, huge villain in the name of COVID. That kind of, this is a COVID Arangetram. Most of the choreography happened online. And I was actually quite scared that I'd committed to this. And I'm like, most of the time, more than a year we have spent online lessons. And I wasn't sure how much this girl had grasped. Because, you know, at the end of the day, you teach online, then when the children come, it's like right becomes left, left becomes right. And ultimately, I'm confused as a teacher. This girl, she is a teacher's dream, I would say. She really works. And she'll throw a tantrum, you know, for what? Because if she didn't get time to practice whatever was taught in the previous lesson. What more can I ask? These were happy problems as a teacher. So in short, Maya, I am super, super, super proud of you. And this, I'm not saying because I'm on stage and I have to say only good things here. No. You know about me. You know about me. Like I said, she's a teacher's dream. Thank you so much, Maya, for not giving up, for being sincere, for being so faithful and so true to your art, which is really something that I also learned from you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for teaching me that lesson. And I think Roshni Akka already passed on that advice, so I don't want to say, and I think I've said enough advices. I'm a good advisor. I can talk a lot forever. So I know she wouldn't stop. Even if I ask her to stop, she's not going to stop. Yatra has just begun, and she knows this yatra is not an easy yatra. It is going to be tough. It is demanding. There are going to be a lot of hurdles, challenges, but we'll do it. Yeah? And thank you, Harini and Madhu, for being such supportive parents and for trusting me and trusting my decisions. You know, like it's a dream to get such students. It is also a big dream and a very, very happy thing to get such parents who are very supportive. So thank you so much. And last but not the least, my amazing team in Kalpavriksha. We are a very small team, right from my co-founder to my MC Shruti, to Akshaya, my students who are there, who front foyer, right from kutti children to big ones. Thank you so much for being there. All the parents who supported, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you is a very, very small word. Thank you. And to you all, we're so glad to have you here today. Both Maya and I are overwhelmed with all the support and all the good wishes from everybody. Oh, I forgot to thank Vidya for the amazing lighting. Thank you so much, Vidya. And the entire team in KC Art Center, thank you so much. We really appreciate, and Mr. Devarajan, Prapti, thank you for wonderfully arranging the event. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Meera. And now we'd like to felicitate the Arangetram artist, Maya. We'd request Meera, Dr. Roshni, and Mr. Aravind to provide a plaque and certificate of completion. Thank you very much. Now you may all return to your seats. Thank you so much for joining us on stage. And we'll continue with the program. We now have the Tilana. This lively evening culminates in a joyful Tilana that is a pure Nritta number. This ends with a short Sahityam, which is in praise of goddess Kamakshi of Kanchipuram. As Maya continues her yatra, she worships the goddess to show the right path and guide her through the journey. Maya will conclude this evening's performance with a Tilana in Mand Ragam, set to Adi Talam, composed by Sri Lalgudi Jayaraman and choreographed by Srimati Meera Balasubramanian. This will be followed by a Mangalam.
Tanadim tadim tadirana Tanadim tadim tadirana Tanam tadim tadim Tanadim tadim tadirana Tanam tadim tadim Tanadim tadim tadirana Tanam tadim Tanadim tadim Thank you. ಇಂದಿನ ದಿನವೇ ಶುಭ ದಿನವೂ ಇಂದಿನ ವಾರ ಶುಭವಾರ ಇಂದಿನ ದಿನವೇ ಶುಭ ದಿನವೂ ಇಂದಿನ ವಾರ ಶುಭವಾರ ಇಂದಿನ ಯೋಗ ಶುಭ ಯೋಗ ಇಂದಿನ ತಾರೆ ಶುಭ ತಾರೆ ಇಂದಿನ ಯೋಗ ಶುಭ ಯೋಗ ಇಂದಿನ ತಾರೆ ಶುಭ ತಾರೆ ಇಂದು ಶ್ರೀ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲರಾಯಣ ಇಂದು ಶ್ರೀ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲರಾಯಣ ಬಾಡಿನ ದಿನವೇ ಶುಭ ದಿನವೂ ಇಂದು ಶ್ರೀ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲರಾಯಣ ಬಾಡಿನ ದಿನವೇ ಶುಭ ದಿನವೂ ಇಂದಿನ ದಿನವೇ ಶುಭ ದಿನವೂ ಇಂದಿನ ವಾರ ಶುಭವಾರ ಇಂದಿನ ದಿನವೇ ಶುಭ ದಿನವೂ
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together one more time for Maya for this splendid Arangetram. After dancing, taking a little bit of a breather, Maya would also like to say a few words.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Good evening and namaskaram to all. Standing here in front of all of you after performing the Mangalam is very surreal to me. Although I stepped into this wonderful world of Bharatanatyam about 8 years back, the last 2.5 years have been extremely enjoyable but quite intense. From the day the idea of Arangetram started to take place, our preparations also kick-started. I can't count the number of times we would have talked about the items, music, arrangements, venue, costumes, jewelry, and the endless list of things to do. Quite overwhelming it's been. But I always had Meera ma'am helping me to navigate through this journey. She's always been there, to listen to me, observe me, work with me, train me, guide me, keep me always focused and inspired me. My biggest driving force had been the trust that she placed in me to reach this grand stage and giving me the confidence to embark on this yatra. Ma'am, I will always look up to you to guide me in this journey. A big bunch of thanks to Aditi Akka, Akhil Anna, Raga Anna, and Ramkumar sir for the wonderful accompaniment today. The time I spent in your presence will always be memorable. Thank you so much. Akshay ma'am, thanks for always being a pillar of support for me, be it photo shoot, rehearsals, or backstage today. Your presence is definitely a strength for me. Thank you, Swarna ma'am, for the amazing makeup today. I'm so glad that you are around today. Shruti Akka, the emceeing was amazing. Thank you so much for your time and support. Navya, Nishika, Varsha, Matangi, my sweet dance buddies, thanks guys for being around today. Thank you, Ananya and Anandita, for manning the reception and foyer. I can imagine how tiring it must have been. And Nishika. Special thanks to my school teachers and all my dear friends who shared my excitement and attended the performance today. Shout out to Kritika and Sumedha for sending me all the work I missed in school. And all of you friends for supporting me through this journey. It's so heartening to see my extended family who made this trip from India to share this day with me in person here. My grandparents, uncle, aunts, and Charwaka, thank you for encouraging me and showering your good wishes. To perform in front of a live audience is a blessing. No words to thank all of you who have turned up here to encourage and support me. To all those who have been watching me through the live stream, I'm sure you all are in different time zones, but even then, you've taken out your time to watch my Arangetram, so it means a lot to me. As I continue my yatra, I seek the blessings of my Almighty, my Guru, and all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Maya. If we could just ask you to stay on stage to felicitate the people who provided some support. First, Ms. Akshaya for backstage support. Srimati Swarna for makeup.
MC, Ms. Shruti Rao.
Thank you. Backstage support, Navya. Varsha. And Matangi. And Nishika, Ananya, and Anantita, thank you once again for your front desk support. Now, if we could have Maya's father, Mr. Madhu, to say a few words as well.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Maya's dad, a proud badge that I keep wearing it for the last 13 years. It's great to see every one of you here in the new normal. Harini and I thank each and every one of you who have taken time out to and come and cheer Maya here. Firstly, I'd like to thank the Almighty for the blessings to Maya all through the journey and for making today possible. Today's performance has been about 2 years in the making, and a lot of people joined us in this yatra, making it a memorable experience for Maya and for us. I'd like to thank Mr. Arvind, our chief guest, and Dr. Roshni Pillai, our guest of honor, for gracing this event. It has made Maya's yatra a lot more special with your presence. Thank you both. Words would not be sufficient to thank Srimati Meera Balasubramanian, who has nurtured Maya ever since she started dancing in the Little Red Dot. She's been a guiding light for her from the initial group classes to her preparation, continuously inspiring Maya all through the journey. Thank you so much, Meera. I'd like to thank all the artists who made the event enriching with their soulful performances. Thank you so much for all the support. There are a number of teachers who have inspired Maya in her journey and has made Maya who she is today. Srimati Suhasini Thomas, her first teacher in India when she started picking up the art form. And of course, Ms. Akshaya, who's been a strong influence and a source of motivation in Maya's dance journey. Thank you, Akshaya. In this moment, it would be most appropriate to thank Maya's friend in the backstage who ensured that Maya was all in the right spirits throughout the evening. Thank you, girls, for the friendship and the support. May your bonds continue to grow deeper. What you have seen today is a collective effort from a number of people who have made this possible. Deva and the team from Prapti for all the event management, decorations, sound support, and backstage arrangements. Lijesh and team for the videography, capturing Maya in her elements, and the live stream via which our extended family and friends are able to view the evening. Suresh Ishwaran for the mesmerizing pictures that you've seen in the brochures, invites, and the digital walls. Vidya for the amazing lighting and the arrangements. Craft Innovator from India who made all the brochures and the invites. KC Arts, the venue, Ina and her team for all the support. Mani Ayers Mess for the one delicious food you'll be having soon. And last but not the least, our MC Shruti for making it a wonderful evening. This evening would have not been successful without your physical presence. Thank you so much for taking time out and cheering for Maya once again. Thanks a lot for coming here. Thank you and have a good evening.
Thank you, Mr. Madhu. And ladies and gentlemen, you have been a wonderful audience. Thank you very much for your support this evening. Please take note that dinner in bento boxes will be provided by Mani Iyer Mess at the foyer. Please we request you all to take one of those bento boxes when you go to the foyer. Please also take a few minutes to share your wishes for Maya by writing on the cards that will be distributed at the reception. She'd really appreciate all of those wishes. And you'd be able to meet her at the foyer shortly. Thank you for really gracing your presence with in this occasion and for all of your well wishes. Thank you very much and have a good night.